This is our presentation on Brazil. In our group is Andrea Perez, Jocelyn Gonzalez, Andrea Castillo, Rosa Centeno Vega, and Mario Chavera. First, I'm Andrea Perez going over the overview and safety. For health and safety considerations, first, be caught up on all your vaccinations before traveling. One vaccination recommended for traveling to Brazil is for yellow fever. It is not required to enter, but highly recommended to receive it prior to entering. If you travel with any prescription medication, make sure to check with Brazil's government that it is legal to have. Also carry your medication in original packaging and have your doctor's prescription on hand as well. For medical insurance, check if your health insurance allows coverage for overseas. Most of the healthcare providers overseas in different countries only accept cash payments. For safety and security, be aware of your surroundings at all times when out in the city. If you are robbed, do not resist and hand over your personal belongings. Carjackings, especially at intersections and tunnels, are also common at any time of day. When using taxis, registered taxis have the red license plate and have company information and phone numbers openly shown. Also be aware of credit card fraud as well as ATM scams when in Brazil. Always monitor your financial accounts. For airport, the main airport is Brasilia International Airport, BSB. The airport is situated 7 miles southwest of Brasilia. Buses are available outside of the terminal to take to the city center, but taxis are generally the best option. Taxis are available 24 hours a day. The main language used in Brazil is Portuguese. For currency, the main currency in Brazil is the Brazilian real. The US dollar is generally accepted by shops throughout Brazil, and most shopkeepers know the exchange rate and are happy to exchange the US dollar for you. You can exchange money in the banks in Brazil or in currency exchanges. Hotels and travel agencies can also exchange money for you. Next is Jocelyn.
Meeting etiquette. For the most part, people are open and friendly. Make sure to be very engaged when having a conversation with them. Keep eye contact and close proximity, especially with men. Make sure to add comments or interruptions, it shows them that you are paying attention, and then there might be a possibility of being invited to dinner, and be sure to take flowers. It is very suitable for the occasion, and then send a gift after to show appreciation. Most suitable are wine or flowers as well. And then next is Andrea Castillo.
For the negotiation part of the meeting, it is known to rely heavily on the personal relationship you have with your potential business partner, so embrace it and don't be afraid. It will be very difficult for you to agree on a settlement if you are distant and uncomfortable with them. Throughout the meeting, always keep the goal of building trust in mind. Building a strong relationship with them is very important and could lead to long-lasting business relations. One big aspect Brazilians do expect from their business partners is to have confidence and assurance. Your business is important, so they need you to be confident in yourself and in them to assure that this potential partnership is worthy of their time and money. More than likely, your meeting will probably be over lunch, but you do not start the negotiations until the coffee is served. You should use the rest of the meal to get to know each other. When you do start to make negotiations, take the relaxed approach. Being too assertive could come off as rude to them. Brazilians, for the most part, are warm and friendly people. For most Brazilians, Portuguese is their native language, so make the transition process easy for them and translate your business card or any document ahead of time. It will not only make their job easier, but it will also leave a good impression. Next up is Rosa.
Social aspects of business. Brazilians don't usually hold business meetings over meals. However, when they do, it is likely to happen during dinners. For dinner etiquette, it is very important to remember that Brazilians rarely touch their food with their hands, for which they always use forks and knives to eat everything. Brazilians typically enjoy social meetings over meals, which for the most part are very lengthy. During this time of socialization, avoid speaking about negotiations unless your host brings it up. Gifts are not very important to establish business relations with Brazilians. However, in case of taking one, quality whiskey and wine are a good option, always keeping in mind to present such gifts during social meetings only. Next, we have Mario Chavera.
Other considerations. Do not leave a bag on the floor. There are 3 good reasons why you shouldn't leave your bag on the ground. First off, Brazilians believe it is bad luck. It is ingrained in society, so even though you might not believe it, locals might look at you funny or even warn you of the circumstances. Second, Brazil is a tropical country, so leaving your bag on the ground may invite creepy crawlies to linger into your bag. Third, when your bag is on the floor, it is at a higher risk to get robbed. Next is don't walk around with valuables. It is better to be safe than sorry. Muggings and assaults do occur, but they are most likely to happen in lower income areas or gang areas. It is best to avoid these places and do not travel with valuables. Instead, keep your items like jewelry or important documents in a safe and secure area. And finally, do not wander into favelas. Favelas are typically slums or a low income area. It is recommended to only visit these areas with a guide, and if you're using a GPS, make sure your route is safe. If you do not know if it's safe, ask a friendly local, or someone at the hotel. This concludes our presentation.